Hey, Screaming Geek Media here. I'm Jerry the Geek, and Merry Christmas. And what better way to kick off Christmas with a review of one of the best Christmas movies ever, Die Hard. But before we jump in, please, if you like physical media, like 4Ks, Blu-rays, DVDs, in fact, movies, home theater, please check out my other videos and like and subscribe and turn your bell notifications on. So let's jump right in. We've got Die Hard on 4K. You know, I pretty much watch it every year, and I decided I was going to watch it today with some others, but I decided to watch it last night and do a review for you today. You know, this classic Christmas movie came out in 1988. You know, you got Bruce Willis, Alan Rickman, Bonnie Bedelia, Reginald Vel Johnson, and of course directed by the mighty John McTiernan. And really, what's left to say about this movie if you don't know about it? You've been living under a freaking rock. But definitely, this set the standard for action movies back in the day. You know, everything is measured up against that. It's like the mighty Die Hard is, you know, one of the best action movies ever made. Definitely some flaws when you watch it today. I mean, you just one of those things you have to turn your brain off and not think about some things. The one scene that annoys the fuck out of me every time I watch this, when he gets to the building, he goes in, and he tells the guy who he's there for. He was like, "Joel, just type it in on a pad there." And then he does so, and says floor 30, and he goes, "Oh yes, yeah, they're the only ones left in the building." I'd be like, "What the fuck did you let me just go through all this shit for? You could have just told me as soon as I walked in." I'm looking for someone. They're all in one freaking place, so I know you're supposed to overlook it, but it just annoys the hell out of me every time I watch it. I was like, you know, fucking idiot. Now, this 4K release comes from Fox and came out in 2018. You know, originally filmed 35mm, has a 4K digital intermediate, HDR10, no Dolby Vision. Really good, solid presentation here. You got some slight, you know, film grain pretty tight, some deep black, some color pops here and there. You know, got some good textures and details. I did a wonderful job redoing this. Now, comparing with the Blu-ray is definitely much brighter. It's just like they took the picture and just kind of turned up the brightness and contrast. Actually, without the contrast, just kind of brightened it up and kind of washed out some of the colors and washed out a lot of the detail, where the 4K gives that detail back. It's a much deeper, richer looking picture. A couple standout points in that was when he first crawls into the ventilation shaft and turns the lighter on. You know, in the 4K, it looks very natural. You know, it's got a lot of depth to it, where the Blu-ray just kind of blows up the brightness on it and washes it all out. Another is when when they shoot the RV and a big fireball starts, you know, comes up and starts going up the building. It is very bright and washes out everything, where the 4K, you know, it's deeper. You see the details of the fireball, and it looks phenomenal. So check out a few shots here comparing the Blu-ray and the 4K. And we'll come back and talk about the audio, packaging, and bonus features. We'll see you in a minute. Now for the audio, they gave us a DTS HD Master Audio 5.1 and a standard 2.0 stereo track. I flipped it to the 2.0 a couple of times just to see how it was, and it was pretty good. It kept, didn't keep up with the 5.1 because it's an action movie. The 5.1 is where it's at. Spectacular, the explosions, gunfire, great use of surrounds, the echoes, the nice ambient sounds. One particular thing I never noticed the audio before was when he's on the radio talking to Al, and he opens up a can of pop, and on the other end you actually hear that in the fizzle of the drink through the radio. That was pretty cool. I never really noticed that before. The only thing I have to think is overdone on the audio track. The bass is great, which DTS always gives you much more. But late in the movie, when he gets in a fight, when he starts fighting Carl, the punches just seem overdone. They just pack this massive bass when he's just hitting a person. It just doesn't feel natural, but I don't blame the 4K. I've noticed that on every single format I've watched this movie on. It's always been a heavy bass right there, or it probably shouldn't be. It's a fight scene. You shouldn't have that much bass when you're hitting someone, but it is what it is. Another cool scene was when he first meets up Hans, where he's checking out stuff up near the roof, and you can hear the slight rhythmic bass of the area. Just it was pretty cool. I think every format's had that as well. And of course, you got a great score by the late Michael Kamen. He does some great scores, and I think he did Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves as well. But everything together, this is a great audio track. Now for the packaging, pretty simple, standard keep case. No fancy artwork, just different colors for the Blu-ray and 4K. Now for the bonus features, we have a commentary by director John McTiernan and Jackson Degovia. Scene-specific commentary by Richard Edlund. Subtitle commentary by cast and crew. The newscast featurette. Interactive still gallery. Trailers and TV spots. I don't know if there's anything new here, where everything's ported over from the previous Blu-ray releases. So to sum up, very solid release here from Fox. Fantastic visuals and the audio to boot. I'd like to see the rest of them being Fox, Disney. I don't see that happening anytime soon. But you can pick this up for about $14 at the moment. I've had mine for quite some time. I probably paid $15 to $20, I can't remember. So that pretty much wraps up my look on Die Hard 4K. Please check out my other videos and like and subscribe and turn your bell notifications on. And we'll see you soon. Geek out.